Hey guys, it's Argamoroth here, back with another hero guide video for you today. Today, we're going to look at Rockerfeller, Blaze Centaur. So, yeah, this might be a little bit of a longer one, but we'll get into it. I personally think that Rockerfeller is an excellent hero, useful all the way through until the endgame. He is outclassed by other heroes for a few things, but in his main role, he's second to none, pretty much. I mean, we're yet to see with Logan, but yeah. He's got this awesome new skin that's just come out for the Easter event. I don't think it's obtainable anymore, but nice few little bonus stats, way better than the Sailor skin in terms of how it was done. Yeah. That's what he looks like normally. So, getting right into it. Actually, this time we're going to start with the artifacts. So, in his guide, it's recommending Ring of Oracle and Fictional Reality. Ring of Oracle's a nice artifact, but I don't think that's what you should really go for on Rockerfeller. Like, he's got his own crowd control reduction ability. You can get it through talents, teammates, that kind of thing. Like, you don't need something to stop him from getting stunned. Personally, I like Braveheart on him. It essentially gives him his own self-restore, makes him a lot tankier. I have seen a few other options run on him to extreme effectiveness, mostly Divine Prayer. I actually don't like this on him specifically. Like, I like to put it on a DPS, but if you do choose to put it on him, he will be incredibly hard to kill. The other option listed in the guide was Fictional Reality. It can be okay if you've got a healer-heavy team, but in general, it's probably not the one for him. And his exclusive there, as you can see, it decreases his chance of getting stunned by up to 60% at max level, 30% at 20, and 20% at 10. So going into his talents, number 1, Master of Tactics, probably alright. Once you get him higher up, Super Shield is definitely better. You can definitely go with either, but yeah. So talent 2, Vitality Armor is definitely what you want to go for here. Like, his attack is so low, Selfless Guardian's not going to be good. Weakness, same it. He doesn't do damage, Titan Killer, Deadly Blow. Like, his attack is low. You just don't want any other talent on talent 2. Talent 3, any of the bottom 3. Just increases tankiness. If you're going up against a heavy-hitting front line, thick armor. If you're going up against a heavy-hitting back line, tough armor. And up against mad AoE, Unbreakable Will. Moving on to talent 4, you want Concentration. It's just increasing his crowd control resistance. There's not really... I mean, you could go over Protection if you've got enough crowd control resistance already. And you've got a healer-heavy lineup, then Overprotection's a good option here. But in general, Concentration is probably one of the best talents in the game for almost every hero, especially in PvP. Ghost Curse is pretty good on a few DPS, but yeah, in general, Concentration will actually give you more, especially later in the game. Alright, so moving on to talent number 5. This one, you want Tactical Shield or Barrier of Courage if you're going up against heavy Superman, but yeah, really you just want that Tactical Shield. It's going to make him a hell of a lot bulkier, and every time he gets crit, he's going to get himself a little shield. It's really hard to get through sometimes. So, last talent, talent 6, just do Soul Devourer. Rockerfeller is already a stun bot, like, this just makes it a bit easier for him to do that job, especially with a lot of the crowd control reduction abilities in the game at the moment. So, going over his skills. His first skill, Cybercharge, that's his ultimate. Rockerfeller creates illusion decoys dealing 80% attack damage to all enemies. Cybercharge is a 30% chance to stun enemies in the front for 2 rounds. And At level 3, that attack damage is up to 20%, sorry, 120%, and stun chance is up to 50%. So every time he casts a skill, he's got a 50% chance to stun every enemy in the front row. As we'll see later, that means you're stunning 1 or 2 enemies pretty much every single time he uses it, sometimes even all 3. It's really good. Blade Mail, second skill. He counterattacks 80% of attack damage when he is attacked, goes up to 120% attack damage, so he's doing more damage when someone hits him than when he hits someone at level 3. And this combined with his third skill, going into it just here, is what makes Rockerfeller so goddamn good. This guy, on his own, can stun a whole team. So every time someone hits him, they've got a 25% chance to get stunned at level 3 here. When you first get this skill, it's only a 15% chance, but it goes all the way up to 25% and it's actually brutal. Yeah, so given the right opportunity, Rockerfeller will stun whole teams and just wreak havoc. He does have an incredibly low base attack, so he's not going to be doing much damage. You do need to have damage dealers with him, but this is a character that will see you through everywhere in the game. Alright, he's very easy to obtain later, I'll go through that later, but yeah. And his last ability, Cyber Armor, is part of what makes him so goddamn tanky. Yeah, his armor is increased by 30% and damage reduction by 15%, up to 50% armor and 25% damage reduction at level 3. Combined with the highest base armor in the game and one of the highest HP stats in the game, this is the reason why Rockerfeller is probably one of the best S heroes and most people's first Mythic 5 heroes. Combined with his ease of obtaining, the game slings him to you at the start. The reason for that is just because he is so goddamn good. So, just quickly showing you part of the reason why he's so easy to obtain is because he's in the Star Store. So, all the coins that you earn from Star Trek, especially for new players, should be used to buy copies of Rockerfeller. Unless you're doing something different and you know exactly what you're investing in. When you first start the game, invest in Rockerfeller. He does fall off a little bit in the mid-game when you're around about Legendary, because things start doing a little bit more damage and he hasn't got that infamous armor that he's so renowned for just yet. But once you get him up a couple of tiers, he will come back again and just be the anchor for your team, especially progressing through X-War, progressing through Galaxy Wanted, Faction Wanted. He is just good. There are a few times you probably don't want him on your team if you don't have enough damage, or if you've got enough control from elsewhere and you just need that extra punch to your team. Like, he does take a slot, very low damage. As you can see here, I'm just going to let this battle run and then we'll talk about his pros and cons. So you can see his skills in action. And as you can see in the first round, he stunned 5 of 6 of the enemy team. Like, that's ridiculous. Also, I've picked a battle with stun heavy enemies and you can see he doesn't get stunned back at all. But he is chipping away very, very slowly. Now, I put on the ship just to make sure that he actually completes this battle. I think it goes all the way up to 11 rounds here. It's a long fight. So anyway, as you can probably tell, Rockerfeller's incredibly good. So what are his pros? Number 1, he has the highest base armor of any hero in the entire game. And that's including Logan. So he's bulky. His base HP is also incredibly high. He's just an all-round excellent tank. Number 2, he's a stun bot. He dishes out control like nothing else. I mean, probably the only person better at dishing out control is maybe Zeus, maybe Medusa, but yeah, he's just gonna keep that enemy line under control for you. Number 3, incredibly easy to obtain, especially for newer players, and he's going to be upgraded in no time. So what are his cons? So Rockerfeller's biggest drawback is his very, very, very low attack. He doesn't do damage. He's basically just taking up a slot to be a stun. So that's the other side of it, is he's got no utility outside of stuns. Can become a big problem later on in the game. And the other thing is that there's a whole lot of stun resistance coming into the game. He's gonna have a hard time keeping up in that.
Courage engine starts. Fearless charge is on the way.
Yeah, so that about wraps up my thoughts on Rockerfeller. I hope you guys found this guide useful. If you did, share it around, drop us a like, leave us a comment, let me know who you want to see next, and cheers. See you next time.